it's not too bad. Like I'm pretty sure he's going to do the Jeff jumping. He's not really doing anything with that. I don't think the Raider will be able to stand up very long because the Hellfire has the rockets, like, and if you focus fires on the Raider, you'll be able to do some pretty serious damage to it. And the Scourge have actually lost their morale and they're broken, so wisely he's brought them back out of space. It's not looking too good for this here. I can't believe the Space Marines actually got it back into this fight. It seems pretty ridiculous. Like, I got the Hellfire Dreadnoughts just absolutely destroying this Raider. It's not even. It's like just nasty. Like, we got the Witches coming in. I think they're gonna soon be bounced around. Like, they just can't get settled at all. Just getting bounced around. Just basically a waste. But seems to be quite a lot of mass coming up here. I'm pretty sure that laser has been, the Scourge have been upgraded to do some sort of anti-vehicle damage there, because that Dreadnought's taking a lot of damage, and it's actually going to go down fairly soon, which it has. Although it's pretty weird to see that the missiles from the Dreadnoughts have actually, destroyed the morale of the Scourge. So the Dreadnoughts is going to have to back off here because the anti-infantry, and actually it looks like the Force Commander's going to go down, which he has. He's just died. Um, So the Dreadnought's in pretty bad shape here. Like one of them's near dead, and the other two are pretty low damage. He's bringing in more, like, but he's going to need more to cover the Dreadnoughts, because they just haven't got. He's going to need some sort of anti troops, like anti heavy infantry, to take out the Scourge, because vehicles just aren't going to cut it at this stage. So you're going to see the Dreadnought's going to go down quickly. They seem to be falling like flies now. It's not very good for the Space Marine player at this moment. He's trying to send in his Space Marine or Scout Squad in to just to tie up the Scourge, but like they don't even last that long enough to do that. So the Scourge are actually getting out of the battle because of the morale's broken. Like, so he's just pushing in with the Witches at the moment, like, just doing some damage. And the Scourge are jumping across here just to try and get some shots off across onto the troops. I was actually a Predator coming in here for the Space Marine, like, so it should be better against actually, to be honest, like, I don't think it'll do much better, like, to be honest, because of the fact that, well, the Scourge are broken. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. Like, the Scourge are backing off, but like once he gets his forces reorganized, I think, like with his anti-vehicle weapons on his Scourge squad, like even the Predator won't be able to last very long. Although we do have some assault Terminator squads, which are pretty nasty, but to be honest, I think he'd be better off going with the standard Terminator squad, just to get because the assault Terminators are basically anti vehicle, but the Dark Eldar player hasn't got any vehicles to speak of. Like, he had one Raider, but it's gone. It's been dead for ages. Oh, there's the actual standard Terminator squad there, so that's actually pretty good. So it's a pretty interesting match, actually. So I think he's got a decent mix now, Space Marine. He's got some vehicles, and now he's got the Terminators to be able to help deal with the Scourge. So we've actually got Talos coming in, so it's starting to shape up into a pretty interesting fight. I'm quite impressed with this fight because, to be honest, since it wasn't a replay of the month, or week, sorry, I thought it was going to be pretty disappointing, but it's been a pretty interesting match. It's actually lasted more than 10 minutes, so that's usually pretty good. So the Space Marines actually got a turret here, like, just to help protect this relic. But to be honest, at this stage of the game, turrets are just like nuisance value rather than actually being an important strategic defense. Interestingly enough, though, that he hasn't actually got this. I'm not sure how long he's had this point, but he hasn't actually upgraded. You think at this stage all the points would be upgraded to level 2, just for the extra requisition more than any sort of defense purpose. So the Dark Eldar is going to take out this relic here, and also look at that heavy bolter turret just going down so quick. That's just useless. Um, as you see here, it's pretty precarious position for the Dark Eldar. He's like attacking a relic where the Space Marine seems to be pushing in his base. It's a pretty critical moment here. It's usually like one person will decide to either go back and defend his base, or will they both just indulge in some mutual base destruction, which is usually pretty interesting. It makes a pretty fun match. So like the Assault Terminators are just going to totally just destroy. They're pretty impressive. Like, they're nasty. Oh, and there's Talos right in the middle of them. So if the Assault Terminators get into physical combat or hand-to-hand combat with the Talos, their special ability should neutralize the Talos from doing any damage. As you see there, just gets vegetableized and just getting absolutely destroyed by the Assault Terminators. Like, very stupid of the Dark Eldar player to actually put that into close combat. Yeah, it's totally useless there. Let's see what's happening on the other side. We've got another Talos here destroying buildings. In fact, unless he just use that Talos just to buy himself a few time or some extra time. But to be honest, I think he'd be better off actually using it in a sort of more productive way, like actually doing damage. because this looks like it has actually turned into basically a base destroying race, and you have to fancy the Scourge here, like with their those cannons they have, anti-vehicle and anti-building cannons they have, seem to be particularly nasty. So I think the Space Marines actually, I'm not sure. I don't really know the proper strategy for this, but in my mind, I'm a more aggressive player. So if I was a Space Marine, I probably would have just persisted with the destroying of the Dark Elder's base. But because by the time he actually gets up here, most of his base is going to be destroyed anyway. So we might as well take the gamble and just be aggressive. But that's just me. Like I honestly, I'm not experienced enough or good enough to actually make that call. But just my own opinion on the matter. So we see the Space Marine starting to come in here. Like just Predator's opening up on the Talos is going to die, and Terminator's been quite slow. Like he probably just wants to mass up his troops before he sends them in. So it looks like the Talos is going to die pretty quickly here, and the Assault Terminators are going to totally just finish it off. Yeah, it's just not doing very much there. So Scourge backing off here. So not backing off, just getting a better position to fight. He looks like he's focused fire on the Predator. He wants to take those out ASAP. He's not doing very much damage. The Terminators are just far superior unit, so they are, and Scourge getting absolutely dead. You can see the field covered in their batteries, just totally destroyed. Which leaving just in full. He's in full route here. Basically, he's going to have to go back and get some new troops to help push in. Although he's doing a sort of fighting retreat here, which is a good idea. Like, just trying to do as much damage as you can while on the retreat. Wee bit of damage to the Predator there, and he lost a few scars. Like nothing major. Like, we do have a take and hold victory here for the Space Marine player, so the Dark Eldar is going to have to actually take it out here. And the Dark Eldar has accepted defeat, and that's it over. He couldn't fight back. Um, couldn't fight back the press of the Space Marine, and basically that was it. He just didn't have the tact to deal with that. Like it was a good mix of units the guy had. I like the way the Space Marine player also he didn't feel like he needed to build tactical Space Marines. He knew they weren't going to be that useful because they were the Hellions were just turning up. Well, I don't know. It's like he didn't need them because he used the resources he would have had for them to actually get better tech, and I think that was actually a very good decision, and it actually pretty much won the match for him. So it was a good game, guys. I hope you enjoyed.